Perfect. Question of the week. So I don't know if you saw the interview with Lex Friedman and Hodger Gracie, but Hodger Gracie was talking about how when he had no black belts to help him train, one of the ways that he was able to maintain and improve was by specific training. What do you think about specific training? Do you agree with Hodger Gracie? Do you disagree?
No, I agree 100%. I think actually, when I first started training with Team Alliance in New York, that's how they used to train.
Specific?
Well, obviously specific training. A lot of academies do, but that's when I was first introduced to it. Specific training. So the thing is because like I tell our guys here is that when we learn new techniques from different positions, and we drill them, and then we start rolling live, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's tendency is to go to what they're good at. Their best moves are their best sequence of moves that they can hit on everybody.
Yes.
So to force people to expand, whether it's deep half, even though it's not your game, we force people to do specific in order to, you gotta practice the moves. You gotta, if you find yourself in there in the tournament or just in a roll, like, you know, you gotta find your way out.
Yeah.
So you gotta have some moves in each position. So I remember some of the black belts there, they had each other, but they would throw like some of us that used to train all the time that had good cardio that wouldn't stop, you know, fighting. Even though we were getting our butts whooped technically, we'd still try to fight through.
Yeah.
But there would be like 4 or 5 of us, and we'd be mount or top half or put the black belt in a bad position, or it would be takedowns. So we'd all keep him in the Shark Tank.
Yeah.
That type of thing. So that way, as he gets tired, hopefully we make him tired, and then that's how they start pushing.
They start making mistakes.
Yeah.
And they've got to.
It's because it's basically, essentially like 5-on-1 or 3-on-1, whatever you have available.
Yeah.
So I think it's technical. You know, specific training is very important because it forces you to use the new techniques and broaden your game.
Yeah.
Or your style, or whatever you want to call it, right? But when you don't have as many higher belts, that's the best way to stay somewhat in shape, is create positions for yourself.
Yeah.
Create bad positions for yourself.
And then working out of that.
Yeah, I even hear people like Dean Lister say he likes, I wouldn't do it because I like my neck in place, but he lets people start in guillotines or in triangles and then fights his way out.
Yeah.
Obviously they're going to submit him. You know, every so often I'll do something like that with like a straight foot lock or something and, you know, fight my way out. So I'll let myself get couple steps behind the techniques.
So it might be like 90% completely locked in.
Yeah, or 80%, whatever. Something down the road that you're behind, you have to work your way out of.
So you're sort of diving into deeper waters every single time. Maybe you're starting like 30%, then 40, then 80%.
If let's just say it's a new technique from half and you're on bottom. So let them start with like 30% advance. Then the more you start becoming, okay, I can do this because everybody's reaction is doing X, Y, and Z. Then you go a little deeper and say, don't let them do X, Y, and Z, only let them do C. Yeah. Because I can counter C. Yeah. I can't counter X, Y, Z. You know, and then you start to like put pieces together.
Yeah.
You know, so I kind of agree with what Hodger was saying, you know, with that style when you don't have nobody. Even when you do have somebody tough, like a black belt, I still do it. Like, it'll help. It helps me, you know, going with bigger, heavier guys too. Yeah. Same thing, same concept. Remember we did like almost a couple weeks straight of just you on top of me, just you know, and then we did like, I was practicing a new pass that Gabe taught me. It was me, you, A1, and another guy. Yeah. And just doing it. I was just.
We were working on your weak side. You're like, hey, go on my weak side. Go on my weak side.
Just things like that. I think it really does help. You know, because we all want to win. We all have a competitive edge, even though we're all cool here. It's just you want to quote unquote do better or whatever. But sometimes you gotta, to get better at jiu-jitsu, you have to expand your game. Yeah. Be knowledgeable. You know, kind of in everything. Yeah. You know, it may not be your game, but have an understanding of how to escape and counter and stuff like that. Yeah. You know, like
from the specific.
Yeah. Same thing with Barambolos. It's not my game, but I still try to understand it and do it in order to, like, when they try it on me or try to you know, I have answers to it.
Yeah. Makes sense. Awesome. Great. Thanks, Bob.
Yep.